Hello everybody, today we're going to move along with our angle measures unit. Just to start, if we want to solve for x in this first picture, we can assume one thing about this diagram, and that is that these two angles are supplementary. So that means they add up to 180. So we would say x plus 35 is 180. Get x by itself, minus 35 minus 35. Grab a calculator or in your head, 180 minus 35. You should get x equals 145 degrees for that picture or diagram. Okay, next up, again, we are solving for x. This one is a little bit different. Again, we can't assume there are any right angles ever, but this denotes, that tells us, hey, those two angles add up to 90. So we can say 2x plus 2x plus 50. Again, this is right here. This is right here. And again, those are complementary because they add up to 180. So 2x plus 50 equals 90. Combine like terms here. 2x and 2x is 4x plus 50 equals 90. Minus 50 minus 50. 4x equals 90 minus 50 is 40. It looks like this one's going to turn out nice. We can now divide by 4. Divide by 4 and get x equals 10. Okay, something that's new, I put a question mark there today because many of us know this already, it is, but we do need to go over it before we can move forward, is that we can solve for angles of a triangle by using this theorem. The theorem states that the interior just means inside, so the inside angles of a triangle, in other words, the ones I'm highlighting in yellow, those three angles of a triangle will always add up to 180 degrees. Okay, so if I have this triangle, I would know that this, and this add up to 180. So I could say 60 plus 80 plus x equals 180. Combine like terms here. 6 plus 8, or 60 plus 80, is 14, or add a 0 on the end. 140 plus x equals 180. Minus 140 minus 140. X equals, we should get 40 there. Okay, now if you want to pause the video and try this one on your own, again, we're going to solve for x. And we're going to use that theorem so that all three yellow triangles, or angles, excuse me, should add up to 180. Again, I'll shut up for about 5 seconds if you want to try this one on your own. Okay, when you go through and do this, you should get 6x plus 7 plus 53 plus 2x plus 32 equals 180. So I just did this plus this equals 180. Okay, I need to combine like terms. I have a 6x, I have a 2x, so 8x. Now I'm going to combine like terms. 7 plus 53. You can do that one in your head. 7 plus 53 is 60. You could probably add this in your head too. 60 plus 92, or you can use a calculator for all that, equals 180. Let's get x by itself, minus 92, minus 92. 180 minus 92, grab a calculator or in your head, you should get 8x equals 88. From here, you should be able to divide by 8, and get x equals 11 for that problem. Okay, so new today then is vertical angle. So when you think vertical, you think up and down. So my vertical angle with this angle is this one. And I just want to show you, I'm going to kind of prove something to you quick about vertical angles, and then we'll go from there. So let's say I wanted to find this blue angle right here. If I wanted to find the blue angle, I'd say, well, blue plus yellow equals 180. So I would say, oh, wrong color. I would say 100 plus the blue one, so I'll just call that x. Those would add up to be 180 because they are supplementary. That's one thing I can assume. Subtract 100, you get x equals 100. So this one, therefore, is 100. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Math error. Back that up. When I subtract 100, sorry guys, minus 100 minus 100, you get x equals 80. Sorry about that. Okay, now let's say that, we'll call that one the blue angle. Now let's say we want to find this purple one here. Well, again, these two add up to 100, so add up to 180, excuse me. So we would say purple, call that x, plus 80 equals 180. Minus 80 minus 80, you get x equals 100. So the long way about that is saying that the vertical angles, the ones straight across from each other, across the vertex, they're always congruent. So an example of vertical angles would be if you have this one is 100, this one would also be 100. If this one is 80, then this one would also be 80. The angles straight across from one another across the vertex are equal. Okay, now in this example now, I want to find x, y, and z. So the easiest one to do is say, hey, well, this one's 28. So that means the vertical angle with it, the one straight across, that will also be 28 degrees. So y is 28 degrees. Now let's say I wanted to find x. Well, x and 28, those two angles are supplementary. So I would say 28 plus x, they're going to add up to 180 degrees. I need to minus 28, minus 28. You should get x equals 152. Plug that into a calculator. X would equal 152. So this right here is 152. But now if this angle right here is 152 degrees, the one straight across from it, this one right here, is also 152 degrees. Okay, that is using, like I said, vertical angles. Vertical angles are always congruent. Vertical angles are always congruent. Congruent just means like equal. It's a geometry term. The symbol for congruent, I used to call it toothpaste. Looks like that. Okay. Last thing for today, example 2 says to solve for m. Well, Mr. Adler, how the heck am I supposed to find m? It's over here, and everything I know is inside of here. Well, before we solve for m, what we're going to need to do is we're going to have to use a little common sense, and we're going to say, well, I know my m right there, that's going to be the same as this angle right here, because m, the yellow one and the green one, those are both vertical angles. And then we could say, well, I know that 47, 53, and my green angle, those all form a triangle. They all form this yellow triangle here, which means that they're going to add up to 180 degrees. So I could say 53 plus 47 plus my green dot, I'm going to call it x just so we have assigned a variable to it. Those are going to add up to 180. 53 plus 47, calculator or in your head, you should get 100 plus x equals 180. Get x alone, minus 100, minus 100. Ooh, these are working out nice. X equals 80 now. So this green angle right here, this one, I'm going to erase it. I'm going to put 8. Oh boy, no I'm not. I'm going to put 80 degrees right there. So how can I solve for m? Again, m is a vertical angle with 80 degrees. What that tells us is m equals 80 degrees. Okay, that is all I have for you today. If you have any questions, feel